In today's fast-paced society, emotions can run high, and finding inner peace might seem like an elusive goal. Yet over 2 millennia ago, Stoic philosophers provided profound insights into managing our emotions and achieving tranquility. Their teachings on passions are not just ancient musings, but practical guidance that remains relevant in our modern lives. Understanding passions in Stoicism. The Stoics believe that passions, pathe in Greek, are intense emotions that disrupt rational thinking and lead us away from a virtuous life. These aren't just any feelings, but specifically irrational and excessive ones that overpower reason. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." He suggested that when we're controlled by our emotions, we lose our freedom to act virtuously. The Stoics identified 4 primary passions: desire, epithumia, an irrational craving for perceived good; fear, phobos, an irrational avoidance of perceived evil; pleasure, hedon, an excessive elation over what seems good; distress, lupe, an irrational sorrow over what seems evil. The Stoic goal regarding passions. The Stoics aimed for a state called apatheia, which is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean apathy or lack of emotion, but freedom from destructive passions. It's about maintaining inner calm and not letting external events provoke irrational responses. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the Stoic belief that while we can't control external events, we can control our reactions to them. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He reminds us that true strength comes from mastering our thoughts and emotions. Practices for managing passions. The Stoics offered practical techniques to manage and transform passions. Develop rational thinking. Cultivate logical and critical thinking to challenge irrational beliefs that fuel destructive emotions. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Focus on what you can control. Epictetus emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what's within our control and what's not. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Practice mindfulness and reflection. Regular self-examination helps us become aware of our emotional triggers and allows us to respond thoughtfully. Seneca encouraged, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Cultivate virtue, strive for wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance to strengthen character and reduce vulnerability to passions." Marcus Aurelius stated, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Natural emotions versus irrational passions. The Stoics didn't advocate suppressing all emotions. They recognized eupathia, or rational and natural feelings that align with virtue. Seneca clarified, "The wise man will not be angry with those who sin, for if that were possible, he would be angry with all." This suggests that while the wise person feels emotions, they do so in a measured and rational way, without being overtaken by them. Advice from the Stoics on managing passions. Practice self-control. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Self-discipline enables us to act according to reason rather than impulse. Visualize challenges. Preparing mentally for potential difficulties reduces their impact. Seneca advised, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." Embrace impermanence. Understanding the transient nature of life helps us maintain perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "All things fade and quickly turn to myth. Seek inner tranquility. Prioritize lasting peace over fleeting pleasures." Epictetus remarked, "Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of men's desires, but by the removal of desire." Applying Stoicism in modern life. In our contemporary world, the Stoic approach to passions is incredibly pertinent. Emotional intelligence. Recognizing and managing our emotions is essential for personal and professional success. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, a common psychological treatment, draws from Stoic principles by addressing how thoughts influence emotions and behaviors. Epictetus observed, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." Mindfulness practices, being present and observing thoughts without judgment, helps reduce stress and overreaction. Stress management, focusing on controllable aspects and accepting what we can't change, leads to better well-being. Conclusion: Stoicism teaches that while we can't always control external events, we have the power to choose our responses. By understanding passions and applying Stoic practices, we can achieve greater inner freedom and live more fulfilling lives. Final quote: "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Marcus Aurelius. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we equip ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, transforming potential turmoil into opportunities for growth and serenity.